know that you are all going to make me proud on this because we just did an example that is just like this. What are you going to do?
Don't distribute your negative.
Yeah, distribute that negative, because if you don't, you're going to get rocked. And that's not in a good way. So this negative has to distribute to both of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then make sure it happens, Captain. So my denominator is still just going to be x squared minus 8x plus 12, because that is my common denominator. What do I have in my numerator?
X squared minus 5x plus 6.
X squared minus 5x, that becomes a plus 6. So now what happens?
That.
Okay. How does it factor?
6 times negative.
Well, let's see. It has to be x and x, and these guys are both negative.
6 and 1.
6 and 1 will give me a 7 in the middle.
7, right.
So I have to use 2 and 3 over, what do I get in my denominator? There's a hint.
4 times 2. No.
Nope, you've got to break down the 12. What can you multiply to get 12 and add to get the 8?
This will be negative.
X minus 6.
And plus x plus. Oh my.
X minus 2. You got to watch your signs. WYS. I feel like when I say that, it's like in Ace Ventura. Laces out, Dan. Watch your signs. So what happens here? Cancel. Cancel what? Everything?
So x minus 2.
Cancel the x minus 2 factors, and you got x minus 3 over x minus 6. Do y'all agree? Yay! We're all happy now, aren't we? But you want things to get more complicated. I understand. I'm feeling you, dog. You know when I go to the clubs, I be rolling deep, yo. I would make it rain, but I'm a baller on a budget. So I make it hail with my nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes. 5 cent, 10 cent. Nickels and dimes.
No, Mr. Craig, do you know what it means to roll deep in this song?
What?
Do you know what it means to roll deep?
I got a posse. I got my peeps. You've got a budget if you're going to roll the dice. You have to make sure you budget correctly.
Budget broke.
Budget broke.
You know, I'm start saying that. Girl, you got money now, girl. I'm budget broke.
I like watching House Hunters when they say a budget's $3,000 a month. Okay, we found this nice apartment that's $3,200. I'm like, did you not listen to me? I only have $3,000. Stupid.
I don't understand. I couldn't live with
All right. You know what's really neat here is that these denominators are almost the same.
they're not the same.
But they're not the same, right? Here's what we can do. We understand that this guy is really negative x plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we've seen before, you know I don't like to lead off with a negative, so if I factor out the negative, what would I have? X minus 4. Yeah. So this becomes 5 over negative times x minus 4. What you need to do is you need to take this negative factor and just move it up to the top. Okay. And when we move it up to the top, what we're really doing is we're multiplying the top and the bottom times a negative 1 factor. So when I do this, I have 7 over x minus 4, and this becomes a negative 5 over x minus 4.
What is the reason why we move it to the top?
Well, if you move it to the top, then you now have the same denominators of x minus 4.
Oh.
And this is just a factor of a negative, so it can easily move from the bottom to the top or vice versa.
Okay.
Just like before, if I had something like this, if I said my slope was equal to negative 2 over 5,
Mhm.
that's the same thing.
Oh.
Same thing as saying 2 over negative 5. We did that before. And it's just we have one negative there.
Okay.
It's not a negative in the top and the bottom, because that would make it a positive.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what does all of this equal?
X.
That's 2 over x minus 4. What do you guys think? I know what you're thinking. Can we do another one? I just want to make sure I get it.
You're so good at reading mine.
I liked it better when I hadn't shaved.
No, you look good.
I look
You look
like I would.
you look better.
I'm definitely gonna get carded now.
You look better.
You wear so.
You look better
Yeah, I
now.
know this one. Uh-huh.
What was that?
I said you in so.
Much better now.
Yeah. Never mind.
That's why you were talking, because you got it all cut off. Like you my man.
My sister and her husband
Oh, no, it's less.
he let his hair grow out, make it shaded, she called it booty hair.
So what?
Booty hair.
Let's go 6 over x minus 9 plus 11 over 9 minus x. Now, if you saw what we just did, I hope you can imagine what's going to happen here. Because if I take out a negative, what's going to happen to this guy right here?
-9 plus X.
Well, we can just rewrite that. That's really x minus 9.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
So we know what's going to happen here. This is not something that's new because we just saw this. So that's 6 over x minus 9. But this negative, where am I going to put that? Put that up here. So negative 11 over x minus 9, and then we're done, right? You finish this, we get negative 5 over x minus 9. So watch out for that. Sometimes we need to rewrite things to be in the proper order. Sometimes we have to factor out a negative.